Hey guys, it's Owen from Wrestling Inc. back with another wrestling news roundup. Without any further ado, let's get into today's biggest stories in the world of professional wrestling. Backstage notes on FTR versus the Briscoes, Killer Kross and Scarlett in Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor. The card for Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor 15 is taking shape after new Ring of Honor owner Tony Khan recently announced two matches, Jay Lethal vs Lee Moriarty, plus AAA World Tag Team Champions FTR vs Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions The Briscoes, with the Ring of Honor titles on the line. FTR vs The Briscoes was rumored for some time due to social media beef between the two teams. Fightful Select now reports that the match had long been the plan and hope for Ring of Honor booker Hunter Johnson, also known as Delirious. Talks for the match reportedly kicked up in January, but there were a lot of ups and downs before the bout was finally confirmed. We noted previously how Warner Media officials didn't want the Briscoes in AEW due to past controversial comments by Jay Briscoe, which he has apologized for. There's still no word on if that edict has changed or if it will affect the Briscoes' Ring of Honor status. Several indie promoters also wanted to book FTR versus the Briscoes, but they were never given the go-ahead, and at one point it looked like the match wouldn't happen at all. However, word now is that when Khan acquired Ring of Honor, the match was put back together and set for Supercard of Honor. It was noted that making the match happen was, quote, quite the process, but everybody involved worked hard to make it a reality when it seemed like things would be pretty straightforward initially. Delirious is still with Ring of Honor as of this recording, but word now is that after Supercard of Honor, he will no longer be committed to ROH. It wasn't clear if that means he's set to work for AEW or another promotion, but he has been with Ring of Honor since 2004, either in the ring or outside of it, or training up-and-coming talents. Regarding the Ring of Honor roster, there are numerous former Ring of Honor talents who were hopeful that they'd be brought back for the post-hiatus reboots, but many have had no contact with the new Ring of Honor management. It was noted that some should be operating on the assumption that they will not be used in the new ROH if they don't currently have a deal, but that could change. It was noted that many of the wrestlers who hoped to be part of the post-hiatus ROH were actually planned for Supercard of Honor. Killer Kross and Scarlett were planned for Supercard of Honor at one point, and they had spoken with Delirious about the booking, but when Khan bought the company, they had not heard back. Supercard of Honor would have marked the ROH debut for Kross, and it's still possible that he will be added to the card, but nothing is official. It was also said that fans can expect at least one person on the Supercard of Honor show to emerge as a new signing for AEW/Ring of Honor. Backstage updates on Petey Williams working for WWE. Veteran pro wrestler Petey Williams is reportedly continuing to receive internal praise for his work as a WWE producer. A new report from Fightful Select notes that Williams has been getting high marks from wrestlers and higher-ups due to his work behind the scenes. Furthermore, the report noted that WWE Chairman and CEO Vince McMahon has insisted Williams be referred to as Pete or Peter, which is reflected internally on run sheets for Raw and SmackDown. Petey's real first name is actually Peter. Williams teamed with WWE Hall of Famer Michael P.S. Hayes to produce this week's Raw segment with Seth Rollins and AJ Styles and their main event match. As we've noted, it was first reported that Williams was working a tryout for the role of WWE producer at the Raw and SmackDown tapings beginning late last October. The WWE tryout came after Williams was praised for his role as an Impact producer in recent years, and the WWE tryout actually began just days after he worked the Impact Bound for Glory pay-per-view on October 23. And the post-pay-per-view set of TV tapings. It was then reported in November that Williams was being fast-tracked into the role, which was a sign that WWE realized the mind he has for the business. An update was reported this past January, which revealed the company had hired Williams to work full-time amid reports of WWE talent speaking highly of his work as a producer. Jay Lethal to wrestle top star in first AEW Dynamite match since his debut. Adam Cole and Jay Lethal worked several singles matches against each other in 2011, 2013 and 2016, but now they're about to lock up in the AEW ring for the first time. AEW President, CEO, General Manager and Head of Creative Tony Khan has announced Cole vs Lethal for tonight's Dynamite on TBS. Quote, in a one-on-one battle between two of the best wrestlers on the planet, number 3 ranked Jay Lethal versus Adam Cole, number 4 ranked, tomorrow night live on Wednesday Night Dynamite. Jay Lethal versus Adam Cole, hashtag AEW Dynamite, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central on TBS, Khan wrote. Lethal has worked several dark and elevation matches since January, but this will be his first Dynamite match since the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royale on December 8. While Lethal came up short against FTW champion Ricky Starks on the February 4 edition of Rampage, he has not wrestled a singles match on Dynamite since his loss to then TNT champion Sammy Guevara on November 17. This will be Cole's first singles match since losing to AEW World Champion Hangman Adam Page at Revolution. WWE NXT Women's Dusty Rhodes Classic winners revealed, Stand and Deliver title match changed. Io Shirai and Kaylee Ray are the winners of the 2022 WWE NXT Women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Last night's NXT 2.0 main event saw Shirai and Kaylee Ray defeat Wendy Chu and Dakota Kai in the tournament finals. However, instead of going for the NXT Women's Tag Team title, Shirai and Kaylee Ray have decided to cash in their title shot for the NXT Women's title. After the finals, Toxic Attraction came to the ring to congratulate and taunt Shirai and Kaylee Ray. Rose declared that Shirai and Kaylee Ray would not be able to defeat Dolin and Jane for the titles. Shirai and Kaylee Ray then brought up how Rose said she would defend her title against any woman in NXT and announced that instead of cashing in their title shot on Dolin and Jane, they're cashing it in on Rose to make her title defense at Stand and Deliver a fatal four-way match. WWE had previously announced Cora Jade versus Rose at Stand and Deliver, but now the title will be defended in a fatal four-way, with Rose going against Jade, Shirai, and Kaylee Ray. Last night's NXT ended with Jade, Shirai, and Kaylee Ray clearing the ring of Toxic Attraction. Nick's WWE 2K22 storyline saw Dana Brooke become the Sheen. WWE Games apparently had storyline plans for the new WWE 2K22 video game that involved The Fiend Bray Wyatt, Alexa Bliss, and current WWE 24/7 champion Dana Brooke. Reddit user and WWE Games modder Pepsi Guy 2 has revealed a storyline that was part of the cut content from WWE 2K22 featuring Brooke joining Wyatt and then being possessed by The Fiend. Brooke would have then become the Sheen in the female My Career mode of the game. Quote, "Hi Fireflies, hello there, and welcome to a very special episode of the Firefly Funhouse. As you know, I love making new friends, and I recently made a very special one. Her name was Dana Brooke, but now she's got a new name that's oodles better. She's now known as the Sheen," the Wyatt character said in the Nick storyline. Brooke as the Sheen ended up going up against Alexa Bliss, who was billed as Wyatt's former associate in the storyline script. Quote, "Ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing one of the most haunting debuts in WWE history as the Sheen faces off in her first ever match against Bray Wyatt's former associate, Alexa Bliss," the promo for the storyline said. The storyline included a Hell in a Cell match between Bliss and the Sheen and apparently an Elimination Chamber of Horrors. Quote, "It's time to meet his creation, someone who will make Alexa Bliss's life a living hell inside Hell in a Cell. I always thought that he needed a friend. Meet the Sheen," promo for the storyline also stated. Quote, "It's official, the WWE Universe will meet the Sheen when it takes on Alexa Bliss in a Hell in a Cell match." There's no word on why this storyline was nixed from the game, but it's likely due to the WWE release of Wyndham Rotunda, who played the Fiend. The real-life storyline alliance between Wyatt and Bliss ended at WrestleMania 37 when Bliss assisted current Raw Tag Team Champion Randy Orton in his win over the Fiend. It was rumored that the Bliss-Fiend storyline would continue, but it never did. Rotunda was pulled from the storylines and then released in July. So what are your thoughts on today's Wrestling News Roundup? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Be sure to like and subscribe to Wrestling Inc. and I'll speak to you again very, very soon.